The old way and new way of music can be interpreted as traditional music creation and consumption versus modern technology-driven approaches. Here's a comparison and contrast. Old way of music. Creation, analog recording. Music was recorded in studios using analog equipment like tape recorders, requiring physical media. Live instrumentation. Heavy reliance on physical instruments and live performances for authenticity. Limited collaboration. Collaboration was often local, requiring musicians to be in the same physical space. Gatekeepers. Record labels, producers, and radio stations controlled who got exposure. Breaking in was tough without industry connections. Distribution. Physical media. Vinyl records, cassette tapes, and later CDs were sold in stores or through mail-order catalogs. Limited reach. Distribution depended on physical logistics, making global reach slower and costlier. Radio and TV. Primary channels for promotion, with MTV revolutionizing music videos. Consumption. Ownership model. Fans bought albums or singles, often purchasing full records for one or two hits. Live performances. Concerts were a major way to experience music, often more exclusive due to cost and geography. Cultural context. Music was tied to physical subcultures, with fandom built through zines, clubs, and word of mouth. Challenges. High production costs limited who could record professionally. Piracy existed, but was less widespread. Artists had less direct control over their image or earnings due to label contracts. New way of music creation. Digital production. Software like Ableton Live, FL Studio, or GarageBand allows anyone with a computer to produce music. High-quality recordings are possible at home. Virtual instruments and AI plugins, samples, and edit tools reduce reliance on physical instruments or even human performers. Global collaboration. Cloud-based platforms let artists collaborate across continents in real time. DIY culture. Independent artists can bypass labels, using platforms like SoundCloud or Bandcamp to release music. Distribution. Streaming platforms. Spotify, Apple Music, and YouTube dominate, offering instant global access to millions of songs. Social media. TikTok, Instagram, and X drive virality, with short clips often dictating trends. Direct to fan. Artists sell merch, NFTs, or exclusive content via Patreon, OnlyFans, or their own websites. Consumption. Subscription and ad-based models. Streaming prioritizes access over ownership, with playlists and algorithms shaping discovery. On-demand and mobile. Music is consumed anytime, anywhere, via smartphones or smart speakers. Fragmented attention. Short-form content competes with full songs, pushing artists to adapt. Data-driven. Algorithms recommend music based on listening habits, reducing reliance on radio or critics. Challenges. Oversaturation makes standing out harder. Millions of tracks are uploaded monthly. Pressure to maintain an online persona. Social media presence often matters as much as music quality. Key comparisons. Accessibility. Old way was exclusive, requiring significant resources. New way democratizes creation and distribution. Control. Artists now have more autonomy, but algorithms and platform policies can still gatekeep. Revenue. Old way had higher upfront earnings for successful artists via album sales. New way spreads income thinner across streaming, merch, and tours. Cultural impact. Old way fostered distinct, often localized scenes. New way creates global, fleeting trends driven by virality. Key contrast. Medium, physical versus digital, fundamentally changes how music is made, shared, and stored. Gatekeeping. Labels, radio versus algorithms, platforms, both filter, but in different ways. Fan experience. Old way emphasized ownership and scarcity. New Way prioritizes convenience and abundance. Pace. New Way demands constant output versus Old Way's slower album cycles. Hybrid trends. Some artists blend both worlds. Vinyl revivals cater to nostalgia, while live-streamed concerts merge old-school performance with digital reach. The Old Way's emphasis on authenticity still influences modern branding, even in a polished, algorithm-driven market.